My name is Hélène Salaville. I'm from INPI, the French Patent and Trademark Office. I'm the regional delegate of the Rhône-Alpes region, based in Lyon. And I'm happy to welcome the three guest speakers who have kindly agreed to share their experience today with us. The purpose of this session is to demonstrate how, in three very different ways, a PATLIB center can go beyond its more traditional role to propose a more tailored service to its clients and to maximize on its expertise. First, a few ground rules to help me. I would be grateful if the speakers could respect the timing and if the audience could ask their questions at the end of each presentation. And please wait the microphone before to ask the question. First of all, we will hear from Sander de Vrieze from Centixbel in Belgium. Sander is a consultant specialized in the textile industry. Then from Mustafa Kasir from Ebiltem in Turkey. Mustafa is an IP specialist at Ebiltem, specialized in patent analysis and technology transfer. And last but not least, we will hear from Karel Pap from the Estonian Patent Information Center, who is a chief specialist and who manages various European projects aimed at raising IP awareness in companies with a view to boosting the economy. So, over to Sander, who has chosen to talk to us today about stimulating the role of patents by fiscal rules, that is to say, how to turn a patent into a financial incentive.
Thank you, Mr. Simon. Philosophy. Let's talk philosophy. It's always great to talk about philosophy. The famous French philosopher Chartier once said, "The only thing that is stupid about money is that it is stupid." And actually, it's a philosopher, but he was quite incorrect. Our world turns around money. While using it for the bathroom or getting your food, you always need money to pay things. As well as for patents. Patents cost money to companies, to small, medium enterprises, and actually they see it as a big cost. They do not want to give the money to the cost of the patent, or the patent application, or the patent writing. So, but can we change their mind? Can we let them feel that in the end it is interesting for them to take a patent, interesting to pay the cost of the patent? Yes, we can. And we can do that in Belgium by stimulating it by fiscal rules. In this presentation, I want to discuss first Centixbel, my employee as a PATLIB center. Then I'm going to talk about the fiscal rule itself, the rule of 80%, it is called. And then I'm going to see a little bit more in Europe. What about the rest of Europe? Can you find similar rules, similar law in the rest of Europe? But first, Centixbel as a PATLIB center, to really inform you what is our problems, where you can see our interests of our companies that we work with. So, Centixbel was created as a PATLIB center a couple of years ago, and it's based in Belgium, which is a huge country if you compare it to other countries like France or Germany on this map. And you have different cities, really nice historical cities in Belgium, for instance, Ghent or Liège. And in both of these cities, we have part of our company, Centixbel. I come from the part of Ghent, which is the part of Dutch-speaking Belgium. And my colleague comes from the part of Liège, Luik, which is the French-speaking side of Belgium. We have our own kind of politics, but sometimes that comes in the news as well. And if we look at our company, it was created for textile industry, and we use our work for textile industry as well. So we are created from the textile industry, using our work for textile industry. Born in 1947, so more than 50 years ago, and there they created, in the early history, the Center of Textiles in Belgium. And you can say it in Dutch as well, het Centrum voor Textile in België, or in French, le Centre de Textile en Belgique. Tout est bon, c'est toujours Centixbel. It's always Centixbel. So perhaps in other languages as well. I will not try other languages. We have more than 1,300 customers in over 30 countries. Needless to say that most of our customers come from Belgium. Around 600 SMEs in Belgium use our services. We have a turnover of around 12.5 million in 2010, which was pretty nice if you consider 150 employees who work mostly in research, testing, and services. I myself am from the services department, so I give my services to these textile companies. And if we look at the bigger picture, we have Belgium and Europe, then actually in Belgium you do not really have a lot of people working in the textile industry. Only 30,000 employees in total, almost 30,000, in 600 companies. That means if you calculate roughly that you have around 50 employees in every company. So I really deal with small, medium enterprises. Together they create a turnover which is not that big, which is also a reason that if you don't have a high turnover, you cannot really exhibit costs towards, for instance, intellectual property. And what we have compared to Europe is that we're quite efficient. We have like 231,000 euro that every employee generates, which is more than the European average. If we then look further to what these textile companies do, then we see three main differences. You have the clothing industry, which in the whole of Europe, and the average of Europe is still quite high. In Belgium, it's quite low. Only 10% is occupied in clothing. Then you have interior, which is everything from carpets to curtains to tablecloth. That's almost 50%, because actually there are still quite a lot of big carpet producing companies in Belgium, which are many not known. And then the last part, and that's the most intriguing part for my job, these are the technical textile companies. I will show you in the next slide what I mean by that. But these are the companies that are innovation driven. They must innovate or they die. They are a team, 40, 50 people. They must do their innovation, get it to the market, sell their products, and actually they do not think about their inventions. Let's have some intellectual property on it. These are some of the examples of some Belgian products from some Belgian companies. For instance, the mooring cables. You can see in the left picture, it's cables that they use for anchoring big building platforms at sea or oil rigging platforms. You have the sailing cloth yacht, so the sails. You have the truck tarpaulins, so the tarpaulins on the trucks. These are all hidden textile products. They need to be performant. They sometimes need to be innovative. You have to think about new possibilities in this world. For instance, if you have your truck tarpaulin, put some solar cells on it. So you always need to develop new products because they got copied easily. We have other PATLIB centra as well as collective research centra. You will see them present here in the PATLIB 2012 as well. So you have for the construction, you have a collective center, which is WTCB, and for the materials you have Siris. I think Siris will give some talks later on Friday, so you will see them back. And for the construction part, he is present, so you can find him, and then you know that he's from Belgium as well.